So just now, as I was setting up, I remembered I need to send out a zine this weekend, which is a thing I haven't done in a really long time, but I got my first order on my Etsy shop a couple days ago. So I need to sit down and put a zine together and ship it out. That's pretty cool. Hi, hello, welcome. This is not the video I was planning on uploading today, but it turns out I've decided that I don't feel like recording the video I was going to upload today, and I've decided that's okay. Check out this pillow. I found it on Etsy. I can't remember the person's name, but it matches my chair so well. This week, I had a pretty ambitious schedule set up for myself, which was dumb, but whatever, you gotta try to go for it, right? So I thought maybe I would be able to get some stuff done after work, and I could kind of build on it over the week and have it ready for the weekend. And what ended up happening was I had a lot of stuff planned out, and then I kind of got picky and I chose the things that I wanted to work on, and that meant that the stuff that I was supposed to do to make the video that I was going to upload today, I didn't do that. I was going to film a video where I showed the how-to or the create along with me process of making something that I am making for my zine that I'm working on. And I thought, I could film the different things that I was making for the zine, and eventually I would have a video that was how to make a zine. I've never really been excited about the how to make a zine video where you just sit down and fold a piece of paper into an 8-page zine and then tell people, and now it can be whatever you want. And those videos do really well on YouTube. I'm not interested in making one. So instead, I was just going to show the process of one of the zines I made. The thing about that is the process is not that interesting because you're just filming yourself writing, really. So I was like, okay, well, I'll make this thing and I'll put it in the zine. I don't want to tell you what it is yet because it is going to be in the zine. But I was like, not only will I make the thing and put it in the zine, but I will also make a video about how to make the thing, and I'll put that on the channel. It turns out I'm still interested in making the thing itself, but I'm not interested in making the how to make the thing video. And I think that's okay. I think one of the things about having a regular 9-to-5 job is that you kind of plan for the time outside of work where you're going to be creative or make things. And sometimes what happens is you actually end up talking yourself out of making the thing you were going to make this weekend. And that's fine. You don't have to make anything that you are not interested in, because if you do not like making the thing, then nobody's going to enjoy watching you make the thing. You know what I mean? So that's fine. But here's what's the most important thing. Here's what's the most important part. You don't have to make the thing you were planning on making, but you still have to make something else instead. So I was thinking about it, and I've decided I'm going to use this channel to talk about the stuff that I'm making, but I'm still going to use my other channel to post the things that I make. So, for example, on the other channel, I take footage that it's just home movies stuff of my family and my friends, and I make little videos out of it. And I kind of use that as a way to experiment with playing around with visuals and music which is something that's always really fascinated me. And then also kind of experimenting with visual storytelling. And they are very quick videos. I don't like for them to be much longer than 3 minutes, if at all 3 minutes. So that channel is just my name. I'll link it below, but it's the one that has all my alphabet superset videos on it. That's why I started that channel, was so that I would have somewhere to post those videos. And I kind of continued doing that, but with current footage, kind of like a vlog. Hey, editing me here. I am not just going to link the channel below. I'm going to put a video down there that has nothing to do with my friends or family, that I am really proud of, that I made at a time a couple months ago when I was feeling really down on myself, and it actually has to do with creativity. So it's not just a random plug for my channel. It's something that I actually think you would like to watch. Okay, thanks, bye. So that is a YouTube channel where I have the things that I'm making and experimenting with, the final version of it, up on that channel. This channel allows me to kind of talk through creativity and a creative process, and it might be talking through creativity behind the videos that I make on the other channel, but it's also the other stuff I'm making too. So it's zines. I also, knit on and off, and I draw, and I have all kinds of other different kind of creative pursuits, which is why I say, if I was planning on making something and then I get to that weekend and it turns out that like I just am not motivated to make it, that's okay, because I can make something else. There's always something else. I've got so many different hobbies and stuff that I play around with that as long as I'm still making something else, it's okay to put that other thing aside. So I think what I'm going to do today is, and this is big, I am going to finally buy myself Final Cut Pro. I have been working with iMovie all this time, and I am not trashing iMovie. iMovie is great. I actually kind of like the limitations of iMovie because it forces you to be a little bit more creative. And there's certain things that like you can do on iMovie if you find a hack for it. But I just feel like I'm at a point now where I have another trip vlog footage that I've just been sitting on since May, because I kept thinking, I want to wait until I have Final Cut Pro and can really do something with this footage. And now I'm kind of feeling it's like the same way about the footage that I took on our trip in Chicago. So I think it's just time. And so I'm going to edit this update and then work on that. And that might take me a long time because I'm learning something new, but it's what I feel motivated to do today, you know? Let's take some water. You don't know it yet, but this is actually a preview of what my next zine is going to be about. Sort of. So, I started posting on this channel about a month ago. Again, it had been a few years, right? I think my favorite thing about this channel so far is just the space you all are giving me to kind of ramble and sort things out in my brain. My little zine making thingy, my zine kit, can you see it? It's right over there in the floor, and I, as I said, need to put a zine order together. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and if I think of anything else to say, I will film that. Hey, so while I'm doing this, I actually forgot to mention I did go to the Small Press Fest last weekend, and it was a nice, chill time. I just kind of sat with my students and some of the other teachers, and we walked around, and I got some stickers and some zines. So it was really nice getting to kind of go out and see other people who make zines or have like a small press where they make their own books and stuff, and just hang out with friends and look at art and that kind of thing. So yeah, we had a really good time. For all my complaining of having to fold 25 copies of the Why Should I Make Zines zine, I ended up printing 3 other zines that are one-pagers and folding a bunch of copies of those during the actual zine fest, just hanging out and that kind of thing. And sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I need 1 or 2 of y'all to tell me to quit complaining and just get it done and just do it, because I didn't like sell those zines. I just put them on the table with my student zines and had them make a little sign that said free zines. But the few people who took them, the reception was so kind and sweet, and it was just really nice to kind of give something out that was, you know, a one-pager, which I said I wasn't going to make anymore, but these were ones that I was really proud of. And the ones that I had left over, I ended up just throwing in my shop for fun anyway. So if you have never gotten a copy of Why Should I Make Zines or my Creativity and Anxiety Affirmations zines that feature tarot cards, those are in my shop now, as well as Frosted Tips and Tricks for How to Survive Y2K, which comes with bogus quotes that I just made up by all of your favorite early 2000s artists who had frosted tips at the time. Okay, that's it. Bye. If you've seen the video where I make my zine kit, you know I already made an envelope for the first person to order from my shop. So this is going to Roy. Thank you, Roy. So this is a zine about how I invented making mixtapes. You're welcome. I liked to play around with a tape player when I was a kid and figured out that I could make my own mixes. So this has lots of playlists of mixtapes, mixed CDs, and playlists that I've made over the years, and also the rules of how to make your own really good mixtape and kind of some thoughts behind each mix underneath here. And these are mixes from, 2001 to 2010. And then I have another version of this, side B, which is also available in my shop, where I talk about another decade of making mixtapes. I like to tuck this little flyer in, sticker in the envelope like show. Oh yeah. I justified buying new washi tape to go with my new updated color palette for my envelopes. And I haven't opened them yet. Like, I opened up the little box of them and just looked at them briefly, but I haven't actually taken the plastic off of them and used any of the washi tape. So we get to do that today too. Blech. I know licking is gross, but I don't trust the washi tape for nothing other than looking cute. So we gotta seal the envelope. Here's the washi that we're dealing with. Lots of florals, pinks and greens, but also some pretty blues with pink accents, and even some purple. So I felt like this would go with our pink and green envelope color palette really well. And then they were super nice, and they threw in some freebies. So here's like a cute little kind of kawaii girl and some cute little stripes. Very nice. I'm going to do this blue with the cherry blossoms. It'll make the pink pop, but it also kind of has like Marie Antoinette vibes. Roy, I hope you're into that. Cute! And then I also have the flowery forever stamps. So I think I'm gonna do this purple one. Oh, I've got these tulipy ones too. Fun. Maybe we'll do that. Oh yeah, that matches real good. Yes, I actually like give them this much thought. Yes, I actually give this much thought to packaging these up, because part of the fun of getting a zine is that you get something in the mail. Like, how often do you get fun mail? So, I don't know, I just feel like it's little extra touches. I used to have a P.O. box, but I don't have it anymore because they kept making it more and more expensive. It was the size that was supposed to fit a magazine, so you would think it would be exactly the right size, but for some reason the post office was just taking stuff and wadding it up and shoving it in there with somebody else's junk mail, like whoever had the P.O. box from before. So I don't have a P.O. box anymore. So now everything ships for my home address. Don't dox me, okay? Thanks. All right, that's ready to go. All I have to do is print off the address and cut it out and tape it to the front and send it on its merry way. I love shipping zines this way because it means I don't have to go to the post office. I can just stick it in my mailbox and put the flag up, and it's gonna get there. And now it's all cleaned up, and I don't have to live life like a goblin with stuff all over the place anymore. It's pretty much the best. All right, guys, I think that's it for this week's update, and your main takeaways should be: it is okay to not do the things you said you were going to do if you have multiple creative pursuits, because then you can just do something else instead. All right, until next time, keep making and do it yourself. Whether or not you should, and somewhere in my youth and childhood, I must have done something good.